Oh, welcome back to another AFS remake. In this video, I want to explain some things and also apologize for some things, so I'm not going to keep long in this intro. But before all that again, I want to ask you to subscribe and drop a like. I love how you guys supported me through most of the start of this series, and I'd love it even more if you continue like you are now. The amount of subscribers I gained off of just one video honestly really surprised me. It's usually super hard to get views, likes, and engagement, especially when you're in the category of small YouTubers like me, so seeing that one video do so well really caught me off guard in the best way possible. It made me realize that even though growing on YouTube can feel slow and difficult at times, all it takes is one moment, one upload, to show that the effort is paying off. I just want to take a moment to say thank you to every single one of you who supported that video, whether you liked, commented, shared, or even just watched. Every bit of support means a lot to me, and it honestly motivates me to keep creating and putting more energy into my content. I wouldn't be here without you guys, and I truly appreciate this community we're building together. Also, I want to give you guys a little update. My mic still isn't fixed yet, but don't worry, it will be soon. Once that happens, you can finally expect to hear me actually talking to you with my real voice instead of what I've been doing up to this point. I know a lot of people have been waiting on that, and trust me, I'm just as ready as you are for that upgrade. On top of that, I also want to apologize for not uploading on the days I originally said I would. I know I mentioned certain times and then just didn't follow through, and that's on me. Life has been a lot lately, and I've had so many things going on all at once. Between keeping up with school, making time for sports, and well, some other priorities like dating e-girls and hopping into random furry party VCs.
What did he say?
It's been kind of hard to balance everything the way I want to. But even with all that, I'm finally here and back to uploading. I don't want to leave you guys hanging, and I appreciate everyone who's stuck around and continued supporting me despite the inconsistencies. It honestly means a lot, and it's the reason I keep coming back to this. Talking to the people who knows. Enough about myself, though. Let's shift gears and actually talk more about the game. I've been grinding through development, and I'm super close to finishing Dimension 1. The problem is, along the way, I've run into a whole bunch of bugs and issues that I couldn't just patch up easily. Because of that, I'm having to go back and basically rebuild a lot of the core systems. Things like data saving, progression tracking, and other mechanics that really matter in the long run. It's definitely been frustrating, but I'd rather take the extra time now to fix it properly than release something that's broken and unfun. Originally, my plan was to drop the game this month, but because of all these setbacks, the release is getting pushed back. Right now, I'm aiming for next month or maybe even the month after that, depending on how smoothly things go from here. I don't want to rush it and give you guys something half-baked. My goal is to make sure this game actually feels polished and worth your time. Another thing I've had to think about is copyright. Since the game is inspired by Anime Fighting Simulator, I can't just copy names, icons, or assets straight up, otherwise I'd risk issues with the original developers. So to avoid that, I'm going through and changing things around, renaming abilities, redesigning icons, and giving everything a unique twist. Over time, as updates roll out, you'll see more and more of these changes take shape, making the game feel like its own thing while still keeping that familiar vibe that fans of AFS will recognize. Speaking of updates, I really want this game to keep growing after release. That means new features, more mechanics, and of course, new content to keep things fresh. Every update is going to push the game further, whether it's adding abilities, introducing new dimensions, or tweaking systems to make them better. I don't want this to be one of those games that launches and then goes stale. I want it to evolve and improve constantly. Now, this is also where you guys can come in. If you're a developer in Roblox Studio, whether you script, build, animate, or anything in between, I'd love to hear from you. My DMs will be open for the next 6 to 8 days after this video goes live. If you're interested in helping out, you can join the Discord server. I'll leave the link in the comments, and DM me directly. Show me your work, tell me what you've done, and maybe we can team up. And by the way, just so everything's clear though, I'm not paying right now. This is more of a passion project for me and for anyone who's interested in contributing their skills to something fun. Now, I know one of the big questions you probably have is, how am I going to recreate some of the event abilities from Anime Fighting Simulator? The short answer is, I'm not recreating all of them. Some abilities can't really be copied exactly, either because of copyright issues or just because Roblox has evolved since then. So instead, what I'll be doing is taking the concept of those abilities and remaking them in a fresh, modern way using the new fancy effects and tech Roblox has to offer now. The abilities that I can replicate without issues, I'll do my best to make them as perfect as possible so they still feel true to what you'd expect. And to keep things exciting, during updates I'll be dropping more than just abilities. Expect new dimensions, limited-time training events, and even small codes that you can redeem for in-game rewards. That way, you'll always have something new to do, and it won't feel repetitive or boring while you're grinding. My goal is to make sure this game stays fun long after launch, with new reasons to hop back in every update. Before I wrap things up, I also want to touch on something a lot of you have been asking about, and that's PvP. I know for a lot of players, the most fun part of games like this is being able to flex your strength and overpower other people in fights. That's definitely going to be in the game, don't worry. But I also want to take PvP a step further and do something different with it over time. Alright, that's pretty much everything I wanted to cover in this video. Once again, thank you guys so much for all the support. It really keeps me motivated to keep pushing through the bugs, the late nights, and all the setbacks. This game wouldn't even be possible without people like you watching, supporting, and being patient while I work on it. I've got a lot more in store, and every update is only going to make the game better. So stick around, stay hyped, and I promise, the wait is going to be worth it. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.